Yeah, so obviously I was brought up in Tonga, so I've been there for my whole life so far. So went to primary school there till year 6 and then made the move over here till year 12. So yeah, I've got two sisters and then I got mum and dad. Holly is 20. She went to St. Joe's I think she moved over here when I was year 7, so she was year 9. And then she did up to year 12 here. So yeah, and then my other sister went to KP 12. So it's always been in me. Always local footy oval's only a couple hundred metres down the road, so I've always been brought up around the football. So yeah, from mum and dad, sporty family. So yeah, so I started all my footy there. And then I actually moved to Echuca for a year. In the COVID time, I got a couple games in here until that got shut down, and then the next year I played a few games under Jaden House. So that was good. That was a good experience, and then headed back home. So yeah. My uncle's done a lot for me over the past probably 12 months with like the offside type of thing. It's pretty. You get into that area and you kind of find there's a lot more than just a footy, and then mentally it takes a toll, especially this year. So yeah, it's been good to find that balance and find what's right and what's not for me. So yeah, and mum and dad obviously they've been a huge support system for me, and obviously the travel and support they put into me is huge. So yeah. No, not really. Probably just my mates. Like they've just been huge for me. Get my head away from footy and all that. It's pretty good. Just gets me back to reality really. So it's good. It's been a roller coaster really. It was hard to find that balance between school and footy at the start, but yeah, there's been parts where teachers have helped me out real well with setting stuff up when I haven't been there, and yeah, like the last term I kind of sat down and tried to do a lot outside of school. So when I got to school, I had it all platform for me to do. So the teachers have been a great help and great network for me throughout my footy this year, because it's been hard to try to find that balance. But yeah, depends. Like each week changes. Just depends where we play. So some nights we'll have to fly. So even some nights you don't get home until 12 and you got school the next day, which is an early start. So. And I love my sleep, so I miss a bit. Yeah, like it's pretty hard on that side of things. In some situations, you don't get it best. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's your last year, year 12, and footy. Like draft year is hard to balance in between that. But it's good to look back now and say I've got through it. I'm happy to haven't gave up with school yet. So yeah. Yeah, so it's been pretty spread out, like with training. I've obviously played for 6 different teams this year, so that's been flat out, and training wise with that, it's been hard. Like down Melbourne and then VFL clubs, I had to fly to Queensland, for example, like just to play. So, and you leave on the Friday, so I miss the school on the Friday, and yeah, it's pretty tough. Like even training for them Wednesday, I'd have to leave school at midday to get to training, and yeah, so it's pretty flat out with that side of things. But yeah. I probably didn't manage my study time the best as I could, but yeah, English wise I didn't read my book, so on the plane that was a good probably way I could have, like away from everything, so it was good. Not really, no. So this year's been probably something, I reckon also with footy this year's helped me a lot with school too. Like I found a lot of downtime, and to get my head away from footy with everything that goes on in the media, it's been something that I've actually relied on, which I thought I never probably would have. So yeah. It's been good. Probably more like the social side they do. Like it's pretty good even with their sport. Like they're huge with their sport, which I really love, and they got a good talent around here, so it's good. Yeah, probably year 8 state footy. We won the grand final there, so that was huge, and that was a great opportunity for us boys, and it was a good experience to win it in year 8 when they hadn't won it in a very long time. So it's good to walk past that frame and you see us all in that. So that was probably a huge highlight throughout my years here. Oh, probably more the self, like independence, and then just discipline really for like sacks, etc. Like even the lead up to it being organised. Like probably yeah, even with what I've had to go through these 12 months, is probably those 3 have probably been a huge huge value that I've probably had to lean back on a lot. So yeah, I feel like that's helped me a lot with that. Yeah, and I feel like a lot of them keep track of what I'm doing too. They always want to ask and see how my journey's going, really, which I really love. So it's good. Week I've been in and out, so it's like weird to kind of like miss the group of people you have around you. Like yeah, so it's probably something that it's only been 3-4 days, and I've kind of like, well, it's a bit taken away already. Yeah, no, it's good. Like, I feel like it's something that's like humbles me really. Like, you get the little kids that come up to you and like say like, oh, well, like blah 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 about that. But I feel like it's good to give back to them. Like they'd love to be in that situation. So yeah. Yeah, so that's obviously huge, but for me, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like it's me, like it doesn't feel like it's real, so it's pretty surreal to be honest. I feel like it's good, like the balance in between Tony and where I live, like Tony and Melbourne, like I go down to Melbourne, it's like, oh look, that's Harley Reid, like whoa, like, I'm like, yeah, but then I come home and I'm just like the normal Harley, so like having that balance, I feel like it's been huge for me, and it's good, like hasn't really got to me, so it's been good, so I love where I live and where I am, so it's good. Yeah, I really thought too far ahead, but obviously just that short term. Got to the end of the year now, so November the 20th is the draft, so just hopefully get my name read out there and then just get into a club and put my head down really, so yeah. Yeah, I've looked into a few things recently, but I'm just, at the time I'm still contemplating just where I'm going really, so yeah, but I don't know, I'm leaning towards either something to do with business or even like a personal trainer or something along the lines of that. But yeah, I don't know, I'm really into the business side of things, and I spent a week at Essendon and I stayed with one of the players, and once they get into the business side of things, they're starting their own like gym, like recovery centre, like something along the lines of that, or even cafe. So I've spoken to a few about that, so even like that after hopefully a good career, and then yeah, something like that. Yeah, so November the 20th it will be the draft, and that will be held at MCG. So they do the first night there, and I'll be able to take like a mum and dad. I don't know how many people you can have just yet, but yeah. So they obviously do the draft night there, and then within the next 3 days, I think it's like a media street, and then within like a day or two, you come home, and then you're straight into a club. So yeah, I know it just changes like that really. So. I don't know, it doesn't really feel like it's actually going to happen until it happens, I suppose, but yeah, like we got the draft combine this weekend, so over tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, so that's where we do all that testing. So we got the national ones Friday, Saturday, and then the state boys come in on the Sunday, so that'll be good. And a few boys from this school was like Huey and Oscar that used to come to the school, will be there on the Sunday, so that'll be good for them, and hopefully they go well. I don't know, it's pretty, I've got actually no clue what's going on, neither do my manager or anything, but you look out at Perth, Noah's there, like obviously everyone tells me how much of a good living scene it is, environment is over there, but yeah, and then now there's talks, it's Melbourne, North, like Hawks, like yeah, I've got no clue, so it doesn't matter wherever you go, it's a great opportunity to have, and everyone grows up wanting to get drafted, so yeah, you'd be privileged to get drafted wherever you go, so yeah. Yeah, I'd probably just say, just don't change, be who you are and just remember where you come from. Like this year I've kind of let back on remember where you come from and always stay like that level-headed, so with everything that goes on, but yeah.